if anybody comes in.
I mean,
I'll be
look, they
patient.
tell us everything that they found. So you don't know. There could have been. There could have been poppers there.
It is 2:50,
I think that there will be other
2:56
people
a.m.
because who was providing
And guess what I'm doing?
with these drugs?
Nothing.
So I feel like there will be other people implicated. AP says Darmashar
I'm
stated that
sitting
she
here because
witnessed
I
a
fell
gang
asleep in my
argument.
massage chair
I've
about
been meaning to really
5
because
hours
it's like
ago.
pretty long. It's like 50-something pages.
And when my husband came home from work,
Highlighted some of the
he didn't disturb
different
me.
parts. She said she witnessed a gang argument in Connecticut City every time there's
So there I sat,
something that was previously mentioned that no one took seriously.
sleeping,
You got a good point.
not very comfortable. Because when you wake up from a seated position,
So the reason
when you got arthritis in the knees and pain in your back, it's hard to get up out of the chair. Now, I'm trying to be quiet because he's asleep right over here, over my shoulder. So I've got to be very quiet. I don't want to wake him up because he's got to get up in 3 hours. He ain't got to get up, but he's such a good man that he does get up at 5:30, even though he works until midnight. He didn't work till midnight last night, but he does that for me, and I'm so grateful. I don't know what I'd do without him. But I'm just sitting here seeing if anybody will just drop by, because people never show up really. I mean, one or two people, but I'd like to have some content for replays. That's why I talk, in the event that somebody wants to come back and look at the replay. So what I do is I sit here next to my TV and I watch YouTube videos while you watch me watch YouTube videos. And sometimes I talk about what they're talking about. So in this particular case, I'm watching, what's his name? Kemlar. Let me see. Kempire. I like him. I really like him. Now, he's talking about who else? Diddy. He's talking about the newest lawsuit. The one about the woman that was R-worded with a television remote. Just when you think you've heard it all with Diddy, you hear more. I can't imagine going through that. I mean, honestly, I can't help but think that this is a real case, because it's so very detailed, and I actually saw the legal documentation earlier today, and it went into even more detail. It's sickening. But this young lady that survived that, if this is true, which I'm trying to put all my hopes and dreams in the fact that it is. I mean, who would go to that extent to expose that kind of torture and just being degraded like that? For a buck, maybe, that might not be there by the time your case is over. Because there's so many people suing Diddy now that he'd be lucky if he get a food stamp at the end of this. But they don't take food stamps in prison, so I don't know what they're going to put on the commissary. Maybe they'll donate some gift cards or something. I don't know. But he certainly can't order DoorDash, can he? Oh, let me skip this ad. Now, my friend Taryn, she can't stand to look at my videos and hear the TV in the background. Baby girl, I'm sorry. In this particular case, I gotta have the TV running to be able to watch it while y'all watch me watch it. So, I'm gonna see if I can find something else to look at.
Allison says that the feds knew they went in there looking for the baby oil.
Oh, I know what I didn't cover. And maybe somebody else. Let's see. Storm Monroe. That boy is nuts. He's talking about it.
What is Dub Storm Chase? We gotta get into Diddy.
Hopefully you can hear that.
Diddy is like the gift that never stops giving.
He is. He's the gift that never stops giving to content creators.
2025 and probably even going into 2026. But nonetheless, we got a lot to talk about today. And I've been fasting all day today.
They said that they got the results from all that baby oil.
I'm hungry.
It was laced. We all kind of suspected it. But it's official now. They've got the results back. That baby oil was laced with GHP. Is that what it is? GHP? Whatever it is, it's a drug that knocks the hell out of you when administered topically. You mix it with baby oil and swatter it all over yourself, and next thing you know, you're in Jupiter.
They said, according to Radar Online, a new civil lawsuit alleged that bottles seized from Diddy's LA
GHB. I was saying GHP.
Gamma hydroxybutyrate, known as the date rape drug.
The date rape drug. That drug has been around for years. Many people don't know that. My daddy claimed that he gave my mother a date rape drug. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say the R word again. I keep forgetting. But yeah, he claims that he slipped her a Mickey, is what he called it. So that's why they call me Mickey.
So if you come to a party, he said, let's get naked, everybody get rubbed down.
Anyway,
you might think it's weird, but you still
God rest his soul.
You still might be with.
He was a very complicated individual that wasn't very complicated. He was complicated to himself. Very, very. He was a loner. He didn't have a lot of friends and stuff like that.
So when he penetrates you, you relax. You literally relax from the inside out.
Wow.
Not to mention any other drug you take or the Tootsie.
Oh, the Tootsie.
And the alcohol, you out of there.
It's a wonder some of them people didn't die.
You lose, open, and paralyzed.
That's sad. That is so sad. And some fool. This is how the world works. Some fool gonna come along and decide to try to copy Diddy. Mark my word. They've got these sinister thoughts in their mind to see what they can do to get freakier than they already are. And they get their idea from him. Oh, let me go buy some baby oil. Cop some GHB and mix it up. And I'll just start splattering it on people at the mall. Can you imagine that? Walk up to somebody with that stuff on your hand, but you got gloves on, and you just, and how you doing? How you doing? And watch them all drop. Wouldn't that be something? I don't know. My mind sometimes be. I be thinking about movies. What would be a good movie to do?
Like, did he order this shit in bulk? Like, he personally called up Johnson, hey, I need 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Y'all, why is this truck saying that it's actually 1,000 bottles of GHB, liquid ecstasy? Yeah. And apparently
Liquid
it's actually
ecstasy.
worse than like
What
what you took
what
in
else is it called?
ecstasy. It's actually worse than if you just took something orally.
Wait.
They also said they were putting it in
Eminem,
the
you
in
smart
his
as
ice
hell.
cubes.
You smart as hell. Wait a minute.
Listen to this if
Did
you
I
can
see
hear
the
it.
new
Hope you.
lawsuit? I mean, no, but we'll get to it in another live. Thank you, though. Thank you, Sammy. We appreciate that. Wait. Remember when Gene Deal came to my house? Wait, because, a lot of y'all, when I was going through that hate train, the Storm Road hate train for 2 years, a lot of y'all weren't paying attention to my videos like that. You did?
I know how
So
you feel,
sometimes I have
baby.
to remind y'all that I'm really that ninja.
I ain't
At the
feeling
end
a
of the
lot of
day.
love either.
And I'm still daddy at the
But I
end
ain't
of the
letting
day.
nobody knock me down. I'll knock myself down first.
Now,
He's
hold
about
up.
to say it. He's about to tell it.
Now, y'all remember? Hey, shout out to Eric Copeland. That was A-Train. Oh, yeah. It was about 2 years. Yeah, I'm
Gene
still
Deal
hot
came over
behind
his
it. We ain't even
house
gonna go there.
and did an
Now,
interview. I
when
like Gene Deal.
Gene Deal came to my apartment,
He's a big old teddy
in Atlanta.
bear.
This was in Buckhead, right? When he came to my apartment, before he even got there, the requirements was a certain kind of spring water. It still had to have the label on. It couldn't be cracked. The water had to be faced a certain way, plain glass.
Wow.
And he said, no ice. You right.
No ice, because they was putting it in the ice cubes.
He said no. The lady that, I was working with, shout out to her. I don't know if she wanted me to put her name out there.
That's
She was
crazy.
kind of acting as his manager at the time.
That's a real sick thing to do to people. Just drug them against their will.
He said no ice. Shout out to 911. He said no ice.
Just for laughs.
On my dead granny.
And our words, of course.
Look at the glass. That's his right there in front of him. Oh, he put ice in it himself. Okay. But I remember, he put ice in it himself. But I remember he told me, he said no ice. Oh.
He conditioned himself because he knew what he worked for Diddy. He knew what he was doing.
What?
Not all that he was doing, but
if it is, it kind of makes more sense than him having 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Where did he keep all this? And don't get me wrong, I know his house was like huge. Where did you keep 1,000 bottles of this shit away from your kids? And why hasn't child endangerment been added to his list of charges? Nobody's talking about that. And like I said, the liquid
they're not children.
It absorbs into the victim's skin quicker. Or it can literally just be pouring that shit into somebody's drink. They would never fucking know or how much that you're fucking giving them. Somebody fact check this. Tell me if this is actually true. Now, when they said he had 1,000 bottles of baby oil,
This is crazy.
Can you imagine if a child did get a hold of that, though?
Have you ever seen a massage parlor being raided? And they walking out the people.
Diddy's baby oil
when they go?
was seized by police for this reason.
People who are being arrested.
Wow.
If you ever seen a person get arrested and the people being arrested in those brothel houses, do they take out the stuff in the brothel houses?
No.
No, they don't. They take the individuals who are being arrested out the brothel houses.
That's true. That's true.
For them to take 1,000 bottles of baby oil, it's like that they did not leave one. They left people there, but they didn't leave not one bottle. Nobody needed no baby oil. So my whole thing
Pardon
about
me.
this is that there was something in that
Gotta go get
baby oil. That's why they took all the bottles. And 9 times out of 10, if I would give it a wild guess, it was, and like some of the people told me, it was probably that GHB. Have you ever seen a massage parlor being raided?
There it is.
Right up there, dude.
Oh! People gonna be making fun. It be going down, bro. And I'm conflicting on it because it's like, all right, on one end you got like you're innocent until proven guilty, right?
Yeah.
But we all know the stories that's been told. But then
they're just stories.
they're just stories, right? And then you see the media games.
Girl, you look good.
Like,
Won't you
what
back
they gotta
that
do with
ass
this
up?
criminal part of it? Like they keep trying to throw us
They
off.
not telling you what the baby oil is.
What if somebody redid that song
Oh, we got something in the baby oil.
Have you ever seen
and said, girl, you look good. Won't you scratch that ass up?
y'all ain't seen that?
Nah, but give me a synopsis.
That would mean
So
she's
Blink Twice
itchy.
The scenario is this is a rich man, rich dude that all the girls like. He take all the girls that win something or whatever on a trip to an island, to his house or whatever, and they go out there and they have fun every night. They get drunk, they have wild parties. I ain't gonna tell the whole story, but I know I'm gonna say one part is.
Oh, so
One of
you
the girls
know.
tied up in the end, right? And he was sitting there looking at her when she looked up, and he said, "Man, last year you did it, but this year I didn't even think you could pull it off." I said, "This year, man, they didn't even know they've been there for a couple of years.
Damn.
What?
They've been there for a couple of weeks and months.
So drugged up.
They so drugged up. You know what I'm saying? And from what I heard that the baby oil got some kind of shit in there where they pour it in the drink, that shit make you forget.
Holy cow.
Oh.
You know what
They
I'm saying?
took-
Okay, so damn. So it's even deeper than weed.
He took women.
Bottles of baby oil.
He took women out to a
One
island.
person said to blink twice, the ladies had it in their
Oh,
perfume.
that was in a
You know
wait.
what? I ain't
Blink
leaving my
Twice.
house.
I gotta
How
see
about
that movie. This sounds a lot like that movie Blink Twice. I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it.
Okay, Eddie, get out of here.
And they put it in their they put
I
the
don't know what's-
date R word in
I'm
their
just gonna stay in my
perfume.
Like,
But
mama, daddy, grandma,
according to this interview just
told
now
me about watching you drink,
with
you
Lil
know,
Scrappy,
don't smoke none, don't snort none, don't take no
um,
pills, don't take no aspirin from nobody.
he said,
Now you
I
telling me
can't tell
you gotta
all
watch
of
the
it, but I can
perfume?
tell you that there was one young lady that was tied up or something. And she came to, and he was standing there looking at her and said, dang, last year you came through, but I didn't think you'd come through this year. She hadn't realized she'd been there for 2 years.
This is terrible.
Kept
This is
them
terrible.
drugged up for so
You
long.
said Diddy is done? Yeah. Eat before you go. Facts.
That's demonic. That is this makes Epstein look like a Boy Scout.
Now, yep, and that's why everybody was on an IV. That's why everybody was on an IV. They put poppers in the condenser bath. Wow.
That makes sense why they had to get on those IVs. They had to flush that mess out of their system.
What new lawsuit are y'all talking about? Because we've been talking about all the lawsuits with Diddy.
Okay, so I think he's about to talk about the new lawsuit.
I saw somebody say a new lawsuit.
I'm surprised you don't know. I don't know how you know about before me. I mean, I know before you. I don't know how that could have been, but it did happen. I knew right away. I found out right away. I was so surprised. And I was like, dang, I wish I was a bigger content creator. So I could say, exclusive. Nobody knew.
What?
A couple friends.
Okay, thank you. Hold up. I'm finna go to it.
He's about to cover it now. Well, I've been here for 19 minutes. Not one single solitary person has dropped by. Not even from another country, from a different time zone.
Right.
I feel so important.
Lawsuit of R-wording woman who connected him to Tupac Shakur's murder. All right. In the federal lawsuit, Ashley Parham claims that Diddy wanted to make her pay for suggesting he had
I'm
something
giving
to
this
do with
30
the
more
1996
seconds.
killing of Shakur. Well,
And then I'm getting off of this bad boy right here.
That probably is telling me you did it. Sean Diddy Combs is being
But
sued
if
by
you're
a
watching
woman
this on
who claims
replay,
others
hit the like button.
gangs R-worded her in California in
Give me that
2018.
much.
The woman
I should have said that in the beginning because you probably ain't watching by the end of the video anyway.
Yesterday in the California federal court.
So,
In her complaint,
I'm out,
saying
y'all.
Pitchfork,
Have a good one.
Harlem
Peace.
complained, I can't read today. That's because I ain't ate.